for the physician to a hospice patient, that you had to have a face-to-face. We did that for a 1-year repealer. We've had absolutely zero issues. And so that repealer should have been deleted. So listen real carefully. We're going to make the motion to concur. Unfortunately, somehow when the lady from Lincoln drafted it and going through all the process, the repealer for the face-to-face, and we do not know how, either was added back in there or somehow was not taken out during one form. As you know, we have portrayed this legislation as deleting the repealer both in the subcommittee, the Public Health Committee, and the full House. And so my motion today, ladies and gentlemen, will be a motion to concur, and then I will ask for a unanimous consent to delete that repealer that should have been deleted. And again, we do not know why it was not, but that does not matter today. So with that, my motion will be to concur, Mr. Speaker.
Questions on the motion? I do not see any. If you favor, open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on the motion to concur House Bill 294. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 121 yeas, 0 nays. Motion passes.
Mr. Speaker, may I be recognized?
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, as I just explained, on line 70, when it says through June 30th, 2021, that should have never been in the legislation. So my ask, so we do not have to go to conference, will be to allow us to delete this, those 4 or 5 words with unanimous consent.
Any objection? Hearing none, we will do that.
And Mr. Speaker, if I might, if you let me please hold House Bill number 294 on a motion to reconsider, just to make sure that the chamber down the hall has committed to do the same thing, but they do that as well.
All right, we will do that. Anything further on the concurrence, non-concurrence? All right, I don't see any. Motion to reconsider calendar. Any chairman have an item here? Okay, I don't see anybody there. Brings us to the local and private calendar. I'm sorry. Jim Jackson, Mr. Busby, you have something you wish to take up?
Yes, sir. And then, motion to reconsider calendar item number 6, Senate Bill 2598, move to table.
Those opposed have 5 minutes. Any opposed? I don't see any. If you favor the motion, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, I'd also like to go to number 7, Senate Bill 2785, move to table.
Those opposed have 5 minutes. Any opposed? I don't see any. If you favor the motion, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
One more, item 8, Senate Bill 2788, move to table.
Those opposed have 5 minutes. Any opposed? Jumping the show with Mr. Bound. You opposed?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just parliamentary inquiry.
Yes.
So on the motion to reconsider calendar, if they're not moved to table today, no action taken, they do die, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
No, I'm sorry. No, you can table them tomorrow. You can table them tomorrow. You can only amend them today. So you could, if you're going to change a bill, you got to do it today. Tomorrow you can move to table. All right. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Anything further on the motion to reconsider calendar? Did I miss anybody? All right. I don't see any. Down to local and private.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go to item number 1, call up House Bill 1479, make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and gross read the 3rd time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
And we have a committee sub.
Gentleman moves committee substitute be adopted for consideration in lieu of the original bill. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1479 is for the city of Macomb. This is a local option tax, hotel motel tax of 3% that is used to promote tourism, parks and recreation. and this is just an extension of that repealer.
Questions on the bill? Don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. The question occurs on House Bill 1479. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 105 yeas and 8 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go to item number 2, House Bill 1480. Call it up and make the usual motion.
Chairman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1480 would allow the Marshall County Utility Services Sewer District to expand their boundaries to include a new business that is located there, and that is an explanation of the bill. They will have to go through the Public Service Commission for a public convenience and necessity certificate. That's an explanation.
On the bill. I don't see any.
Move final passage.
Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1480. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 116 yeas and 2 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Go to item number 3, call up House Bill 1481. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves that the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1481 would allow the city of Shannon to expand their town's natural gas distribution service. They automatically can go to the Public Service Commission if they're staying within a 5-mile radius. They're going beyond that. So what we're doing today is allowing them to go to the Public Service Commission to request a certificate of public convenience and necessity from the Public Service Commission for area that's beyond that 5 miles, and that's an explanation of the bill.
Questions? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1481. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote of 119 yeas and 3 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Go to item number 4, call up House Bill 1482. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1482 is for the Indianola Tourism Commission. This commission was founded or was established back in 2003. There's a 2% food and beverage tax. There's a 2% hotel and motex tax that actually funds the Tourism Commission. And what we're doing here today is extending the repealer on the commission and the taxes for another 4 years. Explanation.
Questions? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1482. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 105 yeas and 9 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go to item number 5, call up House Bill 1483. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves that the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker, we have a committee sub.
Gentleman moves committee substitute be adopted for consideration of the original bill. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1483 is for the city of Senatobia. This is a extension of the repealer for their hotel, motel, food and beverage tax, which is used for the standard things that we allow, that tourism, parks and recreation. This committee sub is, they asked for a different repealer date, and we changed that repeal date to a 4-year, just what we consider a standard repeal date, and that's an explanation of the bill.
Questions? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1483. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 109 yeas, 7 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go to item number 6, call up House Bill 1487, make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
We have a committee sub, Mr. Speaker.
Gentleman moves committee substitute be adopted for consideration in lieu of the original bill. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The committee sub is simply standardizing the repeal date. They asked for a longer repeal date, and we've inserted a 4-year repealer. What this does, it allows the city of Vicksburg to contract or contribute to the Vicksburg-Warren County Economic Development Foundation an amount not to exceed $300,000 for the next 4 years. And that's an explanation of the bill.
Any questions? Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1487. You favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 110 yeas and 10 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Go to item number 7, call up House Bill 1490, make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1490 would allow the Board of Supervisors of Coahoma County to contribute to the Tri-County Workforce Alliance. It's a small group in Coahoma County that does a lot of work with underprivileged kids and others, an amount not to exceed $5,000, and there's a 4-year repealer. That's an explanation of the bill.
Questions? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1490. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 114 yeas and 3 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go to item number 8, call up House Bill 1491, make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules to be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Got a committee sub, gentlemen.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, we do. Committee sub.
Gentleman moves committee substitute be adopted for consideration in lieu of the original bill. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The committee sub here is the same as we had earlier, just standardizing the repeal date. But this would give the Board of Supervisors in Coahoma County the ability to contribute an amount not to exceed $5,000 to the Family and Youth Opportunity Division, which is a local nonprofit, Mississippi nonprofit corporation that provides services to families and youth in their county. And that's an explanation of the bill.
Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1491. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 110 yeas and 8 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go to item number 9, call up House Bill 1493, make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves that the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is House Bill 1493 is for Jackson County. The Sheriff's Department in Jackson County, all their employees are under civil service. So we have a Civil Service Commission that was actually created back in 1990. There's been a handful of, or a couple of minor changes to the original legislation through the years to kind of bring it up to date. What we're doing here today is we're streamlining or giving them the local Human Resources Department, I guess, in Jackson County, which we have a very good human resources group there that does a lot of the hiring for all the other departments, to be involved in the hiring process. So we're kind of streamlining the hiring process for sheriff's deputies. Once an employee is hired, though, they would still fall under civil service protection. None of the things that you would look for with the Civil Service Commission changes as far as their employment. Once they're employed, they're under civil service protection. All we're doing here is streamlining the hiring process, and that's an explanation of the bill.
Questions? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs House Bill 1493. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay.
I'm going to pass it.
Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 120 yeas, 0 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to pass on number 10 and go to number 11. Call up House Bill 1495. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. House Bill 1495 would allow the Board of Supervisors of Tallahatchie County to lease one of their wells or the well at their industrial park to the city of Charleston for a period of up to 25 years. And that's an explanation of the bill.
Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on House Bill 1495. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 117 yeas and 1 nay, the bill passes. Anything further?
We yield the floor.
All right. Announcements, Mr. Clerk. Announcements, Madam Clerk. Gentleman from Jackson, Chairman of Appropriations. You wanted to call a meeting of your committee?
Thank you. Yes, immediately after adjournment of full appropriations in the appropriation room.
Let me ask you this, how long do you think you'll be?
I hope if everybody behaves themselves, we shouldn't be over 30 minutes, and within another 30 minutes, the bills would be eligible to be on the floor if it be your permission.
And these are special funds, is that right?
We got special, we're going to come with everything. Everything's got reverse repealers. There shouldn't be, and to get all the appropriation bills, get them to conference.
And we could take those up in a block, potentially?
If people will agree, yes, sir. That's what I said. We could be through by noon if everybody gets, or 1 o'clock at the latest, if everything goes smoothly.
Well, I'm trying to decide if we need to adjourn or just recess for a period of time.
Let's recess.
Recess, what if we come back at 11:30? You think we can knock it out? That's an hour from now.
Can I say 12?
Probably
Okay,
not.
11:30. If everybody gets on board, we'll get out here at 11:30, okay?
All right. Let's recess till 11:30 then. Gentleman from my state, Mr. Lamar.
Mr. Speaker, I would call a meeting of the Full Ways and Means Committee upon recess as well.
Oh, okay. All right, Gentleman from Scott, Mr. Miles.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to have a request to change my vote on the local and private on number 9 from present to yea. I hit the wrong button.
Okay, any objection?
Object.
Change the gentleman's vote. Gentleman from Madison, Mr. Bumgar.
Mr. Speaker, request unanimous consent to change my vote on House Bill 294 from yes to no, and for my seatmate as well to my right.
Any objection? Change the gentleman's vote. Gentleman from Wayne, Mr. Barnett.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to go back to the motion to reconsider the calendar. Item number 9, Senate Bill 2035, move to table.
Those opposed have 5 minutes. Any opposed? You can vote no, but I'm asking is anybody opposed. I don't see any. If you favor the motion, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. All right, I don't see anything further. Recognize the gentleman from Octavia Hall for the motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move this House stand in recess until 11:30.
You've heard the motion. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. House in recess till 11:30.
I hear myself.
Hey, Rob, where is Octavia? It's near Octavia Hall, somewhere in that vicinity. But he enjoys saying it like that more than any human I've talked to.
Please let the House come back to order. We will go to Chairman of Appropriations. Madam Clerk has asked we dispense with the reading of the committee report. Any objection? We will do that then. All right, Mr. Chairman, you recognize.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and the House, we have before us today is kind of a combination. On special funds, we have probably 10 bills that are, the gentleman will explain to you, that are going to have we've made tweaks and with consensus of the other end of the building. We're going to pass those, and they're going to go straight on through. We don't have to worry about them anymore. The rest of these are going to be general bills. They all have reverse repealers in them, so therefore they're going to conference. So there's nothing heinous, nothing. But what we could do, if you'll go with us, block vote these in, we can get them down to the other end, and we'll be ready to go to conference. And that's basically what I'm trying to do today. We're going to pass, and the gentleman will tell you which ones we're working on, and we're going to vote on individually, and then we'll have the rest to be a block. And that's just a brief explanation. And at this time, I'd like to recognize a gentleman from Montgomery to explain the bills.
Jim from Montgomery is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, I'm going to call up House Bill, Mr. Speaker, if you will, House Bill, Senate Bill, I'm sorry, not House Bill, Senate Bill 2922. Make the usual motion.
Item 1, gentleman calls bill up, moves the rules be suspended, bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentlemen, pull that microphone down to you a little better. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes, sir.
Can everyone hear? Okay. This is the budget for Mississippi Department of Employment and Security Commission. It comes in at $157,098,796. And in this action, the House adopted LBR level of funding. In the bill on Section 5, line 134, they changed 3 to 1 and changes 3 million to 1 million. And it also changes the date on the reverse repealer to 6/29/21, and that's an explanation of the budget for the Department of Employment Security Commission.
Questions on the bill?
Final passage.
Strike all. I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Any questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2922. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 117 yeas and 2 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, call up Senate Bill 2929. Move to adopt strike all.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended, bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the Board of Chiropractic Examiners. It comes in at $106,461. The conference adopted the following level of funding, $466 for MMRS, which is an acronym for the Mississippi Management Recording System, and $1,144 in additional ITS charges, as those rates are going to be increasing with all of these special fund agencies across the board, for a total of $1,610 above LBR. And that's an explanation of the strike all.
Questions on the strike all? I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill?
Move adoption.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2929. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 115 yeas and 4 nays, the bill passes. Lady from Lincoln, Ms. Curry, what purpose you seek recognition?
To question, I thought we were going to take these up in a block vote.
There are as I understand it, there's 10 of them we have to do individually, and then we're going to take the rest of them up in the block. Is that right, gentlemen?
Mr. Speaker, it's actually approximately 13 bills that we are taking up individually, then we'll move to block votes on the other bills. These are just special funds, others are general funds.
Thank you.
Okay, gentlemen, you're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, please call up Senate Bill 2930. This is the budget for Board of Dental Examiners.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules to be suspended, bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Move adoption, strike all, Mr. Speaker.
You're recognized to present the strike call.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this budget comes in at $1,118,908. The House adopted the following changes to LBR. We had a restoration of LBR cuts in the salary line of $1,950. They had a contractual attorney that retired this year, and they've actually asked to hire a full-time attorney. It's the same rate, it's kind of budget neutral to them, of $101,998. Again, the health insurance differences, ITS charges, and restoration of cuts comes in at $171,945 above LBR level of funding. And that's an explanation of strike all, Mr. Speaker.
Questions on the strike call? I don't see any. If you favor the strike call, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill?
Final passage.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2930. You favor the bill, vote aye. Opposed, vote nay. Everyone voted. Close machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 117 yeas and 3 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Call Senate Bill 2932. Make the usual motions.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules to be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Move to adopt the strike all, Mr. Speaker.
You're recognized to present the strike.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the budget for Board of Massage Therapy. It comes in at $191,432. The conferees adopted the following level of funding, $922 in ITS charges. I mentioned earlier that we're doing across the board $1,043 of MMRS, total of $1,965 increase over LBR, and that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker. Move adoption.
Questions? I don't see any. If you favor the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Any questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2932. You favor the bill, vote aye. Opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 109 yeas and 7 nays, bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, call up Senate Bill 2933. Make the usual motions.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves that the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Move adoption, strike all.
You're recognized, gentlemen.
This is the budget for the Board of Pharmacy. Comes in at $3,405,392. And the Senate adopted the following changes to the LBR level of funding. They fully fund all of the PINs, restore PIN authorized in 21 for a specialist, a customer service specialist, and then again, the ITS charges and health insurance increases across the board as other agencies for a total of $148,667 above LBR. And that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker.
Questions on the strike all?
Move adoption.
I don't see any. Open them, excuse me. If you favor the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine,
passage.
Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2933. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 118 yeas and 3 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, call up Senate Bill 2934. Make the usual motions.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Move adoption, strike all. The license, this is the board budget for the licensed professional counselors comes in at $230,402. The House adopted the following changes to the LBR. We allowed $45,069 in additional authority to establish a new administrative assistant. And then again, the ITS charges and health insurance charges come in at $2,029 and $540, respectively, for a total of $47,638 above LBR. And that's an explanation of strike all, Mr. Speaker. No questions. I move adoption.
Questions on the strike all? I don't see any. If you favor this strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2934. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay.
2935.
Has everyone voted?
I don't have.
Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 118 yeas and 4 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Call up Senate Bill, if you will, Senate Bill 2935. Make the usual motions.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the budget for Board of Veterinary Medicine. Comes in at $192,617, and the House adopted the following changes. It's just basically the ITS charges mentioned earlier, and that's an explanation of the strike all. No questions, I move adoption.
Questions on the strike all? I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2935. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 117 yeas and 2 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, call up Senate Bill 2936. Make the usual motions.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is the budget for the Board of Architecture. It comes in at $357,921. It has restoration of cuts, health insurance, MMRS, and ITS that total $3,114 increase over LBR, and that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker. No questions, I move adoption.
Questions on the strike all? I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2936. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Closed machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 118 yeas and 3 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Call up Senate Bill 2938. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered in gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. This is the budget for the Board of Registered Professional Geologists. Comes in at $138,296. The following changes were made to the LBR, that the House adopted restoration of LBR cuts and salary line, additional authority for a requested salary increase for Executive Director, ITS charges, MMRS billing, and health insurance, of course. And this comes in increased to total LBR level of funding at $8,707 above request. And that's an explanation.
Questions on the strike all?
Move adoption.
I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2938. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 115 yeas and 4 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Call up Senate Bill 2939 and make the usual motion.
The gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended, bill considered and engrossed, read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the budget for Motor Vehicle Commission. It comes in at $361,824. This has, of course, those same health insurance increases, ITS, and a restoration of cuts for a total of $18,804 over LBR. And that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker.
Questions?
Move adoption.
I don't see any. If you favor the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2939. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 118 yeas and 4 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Call up Senate Bill 2940. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and engrossed, read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the budget for the Board of Public Accountancy. It comes in at $684,593. And this just is restoration of cuts, health insurance, and ITS for a total of $3,038 over LBR. And that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker. No
Questions on the strike all?
Move adoption.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam. Excuse me. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2940. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 119 yeas and 3 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, call up Senate Bill 2941. Make the usual motion.
The gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and engrossed, read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the budget for the Board of Public Contractors. It comes in at $4,065,939. And the House adopted the following changes to LBR: restoration of cuts in the salary line item of $23,954. And then again, the health insurance and MMRS billing for a total of $28,792 increase to the LBR level of funding. And that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker.
Questions on the strike all?
Move adoption.
I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2941. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 115 yeas and 6 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Finally, call up Senate Bill 2947. Make the usual motion.
Gentleman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and engrossed, read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen of the House, this is the budget for the Department of Banking and Consumer Finance. It comes in at $11,668,589. And the House adopted the following changes to the LBR level of funding. Staff reclassifications for 31 positions of $287,951. $158,959 in educational benchmarks, $100,000 in travel, $979,436 in restoration of LBR cuts, and $21,600 in health insurance increases, for a total of $1,547,946 above LBR. And Mr. Speaker, that's an explanation of the strike all.
Questions on the strike all? I don't see any. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill?
Final passage.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2947. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 117 yeas and 4 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, you have before you the calendar that has come out. At this time, I would like to pull Bill, item 47, Senate Bill 2931, I'd like to set that aside. And then on item 53, Senate Bill 2956, I'd like to set that aside. Now, the rest of the thing, of this packet, there's nothing in here, reverse repealers. It's all going to conference. Everything else is going to conference. And I would like to take them up in a block vote if I could get a motion and the support of this House.
Gentleman from Washington, Mr. Hines.
Question, Mr. Speaker.
I'm sorry, what now?
Question to the presenter, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Gentlemen, so you're representing to us that all it is reverse repealers and all these bills for the purpose of conference?
That is correct. We're trying to get them into conference. That's exactly what we're doing on all of our general fund bills. The only thing we've been voting on have been special funds, and they're going through. We're trying to get the general fund bills ready, and they'll be ready to go to, we'll done our job. Let's just wait for the Senate, then we'll start conferencing, okay?
Mr. Speaker, may I be recognized for a motion, please?
Yes, sir.
My motion is that we take all these appropriation bills that have a reverse repeal and a block vote.
All right, any objection? Excuse me. Sir? You don't want to take them all up in a block?
One vote.
Okay, well, we can set some aside.
Okay.
I'm going to ask.
Can I amend my motion, Mr. Speaker?
Sure, we're going to give everybody an opportunity to set one aside they wish, but if it's not set aside, we're going to take them up in a block. You don't object to that, do you? Okay. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed nay. And the ayes have it. All right. Which ones do we want to set aside? Gentleman has already set aside number 47, number 53. Gentleman from DeSoto, you had a few you want to set aside?
Just four, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Item number 27, 28, 41, and 42.
All right. Anyone else have an item they wish to set aside besides those that have been mentioned? Okay, I don't hear anyone, so let me review. We're going to take them all up in a block except 27, 28, 41, 42, 47, and 53. Speak now, forever hold your peace.
That's correct.
All right, Madam Clerk, can you program the computer for those? We'll give Madam Clerk a second to get the computer program.
Ronnie. Okay, she's doing tagging on the other thing. Did you get bagging on those two? Okay. We have a speaker. I was wondering if we had
consultation
Okay.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Madam Clerk has a computer program. We need to call all these bills up. So the gentleman
Move
calls the bills up, moves the rules.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
You go ahead.
Make the usual motions, that's all.
Gentleman calls the bills up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. We have strike-alls on all of these bills, ladies and gentlemen. We need to adopt the strike-alls. If you favor the strike-alls, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Any questions on any of these bills?
Move final passage.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. If you favor the bills, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 116 yeas and 2 nays, the bills are adopted. All right, gentlemen, you wish to go back and pick up those that we set aside?
Yes, sir. At this time, I would like to go to item 27 and 28, but item 27 would be Senate Bill 2904. Bring it up and make the usual motion.
Chairman calls bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. You recognize.
Recognize the gentleman Calhoun for this one and the next bill.
Gentleman from Calhoun.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I do go to item, 27, which is Senate Bill 2904, and I'll answer any questions I can. This
Okay, I don't
it
see any
is strictly LBR with reverse repealer. This is general support for IHL.
questions on the strike call. I don't see any. Favor the strike all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill. I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2904. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Closed machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 113 yeas and 8 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Item number 28, that is Senate Bill 2905, and I think they have requested the usual motion be made.
Chairman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
All right, this is the budget for the IHL subsidiary programs, and once again, this is LBR with reverse repealers.
Questions on the strike off? I don't see any. If you favor the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it.
All right, move final
Questions
passage.
on the bill?
Move final passage.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2905. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By a vote of 97 yeas and 11 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies in the House, let's go to item number 41. That would be Senate Bill 2943. Recognize the gentleman from Walthall to explain this bill and the next one.
Gentleman from Walthall.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Chairman, item 41 is Senate Bill 2943. This is the Egg Marketing Board. It comes in with reverse repealer, LBR. And there's no state money in this bill. This is all assessment by egg producers. That's the explanation, sir.
Questions on the strike all. Gentleman from Holmes, Mr. White.
Question, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You yield, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything in this bill about pecans?
No, sir.
Thank you.
All right. In favor of the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam
Final
Clerk.
passes.
Question occurs on Senate Bill 2943. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Closed machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 114 yeas and 6 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to go to item 42, Senate Bill 2944. Make the usual motion.
Chairman calls the bill up, moves the rule to be suspended. Bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Thank you, sir. This is the Board of Animal Health. It comes in LBR with a reverse repealer. That's the explanation, sir.
Question? I don't see any.
Final passage.
If you favor the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2944. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By 118 yeas and 2 nays, the bill passes. Next item.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies in the House, let's go to item 47, would be Senate Bill 2931. Bring it up and make the usual motion.
Chairman calls the bill up, moves the rules be suspended. Bill considered and gross read the third time, placed on final passage. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Gentleman's recognized.
Now this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special fund bill. We passed it, it's going to the governor. The only thing we did on this is like the other ones, we put ITS fees and we did state insurance in the funeral service, and that's all this bill does. If there's no question, I move final passage.
Questions on the strike all? Chairman DeSoto, Mr. Hopkins.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Gentlemen, you?
Be glad to, sir.
Is this an LBR or did we adjust it?
We adjusted it. We had to put the ITS fees and the insurance fees. ITS fees were around $1,700. The health insurance was another $270.
Thank you, sir.
Okay?
Question occurs on the strike all. If you favor the strike all, indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. Questions on the bill?
Final passage.
I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2931. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted? Close the machine, Madam Clerk. I vote 114 yeas and 3 nays. The bill passes. Next item.
Ladies and gentlemen of the House, let's go to item number 53, which would be Senate Bill 2956. Recognize the lady from Amit to explain the bill.
Lady from Amit.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, ladies and gentlemen of the House, Senate Bill 2956, the strike all is simply the same deficit bill that we passed earlier in the session just a few weeks ago. I'll go through it very quickly, section by section. Section 1 is a deficit appropriation to the Attorney General's Office for settlements from capital expense funds in the amount of $520,654. Section 2 is a deficit appropriation to the Attorney General's Office for settlements. It's from, after, and through from capital expense funds in the amount of $1,860,000. Section 3 is to the Community Junior College Board for health insurance from capital expense funds in the amount of $366,133. Section 4 is to DPS for the Trooper School from capital expense funds in the amount of $1,522,743. Section 5 is to Workers' Compensation Commission for agency operations from capital expense funds in the amount of $150,000. Section 6 is to Veterans Affairs for agency operations from capital expense funds in the amount of $8 million. Section 7 is to Wireless Communications Commissions for contracts for system maintenance from capital expense funds in the amount of $331,057. Section 8 is to Mental Health for agency operations in the amount of $20 million. Section 9 is to ITS for agency operations in the amount of $700,000. Section 10 is to the Secretary of State for agency operations in the amount of $267,479. Section 11 is to the Department of Agriculture for agency operations in the amount of $76,120. Section 12 is to DFA for agency operations in the amount of $124,370. Section 13 is the Department of Revenue for agency operations in the amount of $554,192. Section 13 is to the Department of Medicaid for spending authority in the amount of $199,710,000. Section 14 is to the Board of Animal Health for equipment in the amount of $15,000. Section 15 is to the Board of Medical Licensure for personnel in the amount of $75,000. And that's an explanation of the strike all, Mr. Speaker.
Questions, gentleman from Lafayette, Mr. Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Do you yield, lady?
Oh, sure.
Everybody in this room may know the answer to this. I'm just now figuring some of this out. When it says to go towards their deficit for the ones that you mentioned, does that mean that they had a budget, we approved the budget, and then they spent over and beyond that budget?
In some instances, yes. For some of these, they may have some special funds, and we're giving them spending authority to use the special funds that they have. But generally, yes, you are correct, is that we may have authorized them for a certain amount, and they need additional funding. And when you hear me say, for instance, for the capital expense funds, for instance, and this may be more information than you really want to know, but for sections 1 through 7, then that would be in those instances where we're giving those special funds back to those agencies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't see any further questions. In favor of the strike, all indicate by saying aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it. Questions on the bill? I don't see any. Open the machine, Madam Clerk. Question occurs on Senate Bill 2956. If you favor the bill, vote aye. If you're opposed, vote nay. Has everyone voted?
Immediate release.
Close the machine, Madam Clerk. By vote 112 yeas and 10 nays, the bill passes. Anything further?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, I'd like immediate release on those items that
Any objection?
Also, appropriation yields the floor.
Thank you, sir. Give me 1 second. All right, any chairman have anything further? Okay, I don't see any. Madam Clerk, you're recognized for announcements. Announcements by the members. Gentleman from Choctaw, Mr. Hood.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On yesterday's calendar, item number 11, Senate Bill number 2799, I'd like to hold on a motion to reconsider.
Okay, we can do that. Gentleman from Tate, Mr. Lamar.
Mr. Speaker, very similar yesterday's calendar, item 12, Senate Bill 2252. I want to hold that on a motion.
Okay. Gentleman from Tallahatchie, Mr. Reynolds.
Mr. Speaker, I was listed as voting on Senate Bill 2931 today. I would like to change my vote to voting present on Senate Bill 2931. That's on the appropriation calendar, Appropriation Funeral Services Board.
Any objection? Change the gentleman's vote. Gentleman from Pearl River, Mr. Owen.
Mr. Speaker, on today's local and private calendar, items 1, 4, 5, and 7, I'd like to change my vote from yes to present.
Any objection? Gentleman from DeSoto, Mr. Hopkins.
You gonna change yours too?
You got something, gentlemen?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Item 1 on appropriations, Senate Bill 2922, my desk mate and I would like to have our votes changed to no.
Any objection? Change the gentleman's vote. All right, any further questions or announcements? I don't see any. Recognize the gentleman from Octavia Hall for the motion.
Mr. Speaker, I move this House stand adjourned until 9 a.m. in the morning.
Heard the motion. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it. House adjourned to 9 a.m. tomorrow.